This is the morning shift.
Shift Nation, the show's going to look very different today. Very, very different. And we've been able to do some really cool things along the way. But nothing like this. And we've really built this family here. And Shift Nation, I want you to hear about this story. We want you to hear about this story of, someone that I can just tell still has an incredible energy about himself. Has a huge smile on his face, even though it might feel, bro, like it's really stacked up against you. You have walked into this room.
Absolutely.
And captured our hearts instantly with that smile. And it just radiates through. And it is our honor and our privilege to have you on the show. Mike is with us today. Mike and two very good friends and his brother, Callum and Dom, join us.
Yep.
Bro, first of all, just thank you so much for being in here, and I can't wait to talk about the story of yours.
Thanks so much for having us on. It was pretty unexpected, so
No, bro, we
really appreciate that.
Yeah, we got this. We got this.
Yeah. Last week, Brook brought your story, and I had seen it circulating on social media, but he brought your story to us, and he said, "Look, I really want us to talk to Mike and also see if we can help." So it's much better, the story being told through you. But, bro, if we could summarize, Mike, your life as it stands here and what you're going through, to tell our audience, where do we start here?
Probably, I'd say last year. So last year, around March, that's when I was first diagnosed with my cancer. And up until that point, nothing, like I was fine. Like I was like going to the gym, working hard.
Yeah.
I
wasn't like just.
I was out working.
Like I was like, because I was doing property management, and I'd been doing it for about maybe 6 months. Before that, I was just in retail and that kind of thing. And this job was like my opportunity, and I was like really pushing to like make it my full-time job. And I had a really good opportunity in front of me, luckily just through people that I knew. And I was doing that, and yeah, I was my life had felt like it was just starting to begin, and I really felt like I had things down. Like I was gonna really do something with this job and everything, and then I got hit with this news that I was diagnosed with cancer out of nowhere, and that just turned my whole life upside down. So,
And you're currently 24 years old.
yeah, 24, so 23 when I was diagnosed.
Can you talk us through that day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that day, it's really a blur, because I'm sure a lot of other people, if you've ever gone through a cancer diagnosis, knows that it doesn't kick in for a lot of people that it's even happening. Like you don't even realize it's happening. Everything just happened so fast. And so I didn't even have time to cry, to do anything. It was like I was diagnosed, and then the week after I started chemo, and then I was just on a roller coaster like from then. Yeah, that's.
But you talk about your life being flipped upside down. It's 10:30 at night when we're doing this, and this is like the best time that you could get in here. What is a day like for you at the moment?
Pretty boring.
Sorry, and just what cancer? Like,
Oh
just for our
yeah.
audience, yeah.
So I have a lymphoma, and it's called Non-Hodgkin's diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, but it's actually called PMBCL. And so it is a type of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And there's so many subtypes. There's like 50 different types of lymphoma, or 100 different types. And then there's a lot, like if you're not knowledgeable about it. So, but yeah, so it's PMBCL, so primary mediastinal diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. So that's what it is.
Right, and so you've gone through chemo, and you've gone through radiation, and then you've also had to hear that didn't work as well. How, bro? Can you even take us into that sort of? I can only imagine, bro. Like I sympathize for you so much, but I can only imagine hearing that both of those options had come to an end as well.
Yeah. I did 6 rounds of this really intense chemo. So I had chemo infused into me for a whole week, and then I'd have 2 weeks off, and then another week on, 2 weeks off, and it would be in me 24 hours for a good, I think it's 96 hours, and then they switch the pump over, and then it's another 96 hours just like constantly infusing into me. And the stuff is red as well, and it's scary, especially when I first started. It actually makes liquids turn red that come out of you. Like I cried and my tears were red.
No,
they were actually red. It was weird. And then when you piss as well, it's like red as well. Sorry, I'm getting a bit off topic.
Go.
But yeah, like I did those 6 cycles. At that point, the thought hadn't crossed my mind that I would possibly die. Like my doctors and everyone was really confident. They're like, we've dealt with this. You're young. It's not, we've caught you at the right time. We're going to smash you with this intense chemo, and then you're going to be on with your life. That's what they told me, pretty much. And so, like, going through chemo was hard. I had so many hospital stays and near-death experiences just going through, like, blood clots, withdrawals from drugs where I ended up in the hospital, like the medications. Went in, had to be in the defib area, like in case they needed to like resuscitate me in the resus area. Watching my dad like sitting over there crying, while I'm there on the table, feeling like thinking I'm gonna die. So many things, and that was just during my 6 cycles of chemo. But I was determined because I was like, this is it. I get this done. I get out of the way, and then I'll be okay. And so that is, after that, I was really positive. I thought things were going to go well. And you have a scan, so you'll have your scan before you start treatment. Then you have a scan either in the middle or kind of in the middle, but towards the end, and then one at the end, like a month after treatment. And the scans were really good. Like they were saying, bro, this is good. Like you're going to be good. Like it's shrinking all the way down like by 70% after the first like few cycles. You're going to be good. And then a month later, start feeling better because the chemo is washing out of my body, and I'm feeling a bit better. Start going hang out with my friends again. My eyebrows started growing back, which losing my eyebrows, I realized how much I appreciate my eyebrows. I love, bro.
Show love for the eyebrow game, huh?
Yeah.
Like I went with, like because I was bald, like had no eyebrows, and because when I first started going bald, I was like, I can deal with this. Like I can be bald, like it's fine. Because I've never been bald. I've always had heaps of hair. Like I'm Asian. Like my hair's just like I've got that strong black Asian hair. You know.
I hear you. No, seriously, I get jealous of Asians. Growing up, I just had like the perfect hair. Like
yeah.
They turned to the wind. It kind of.
Yeah,
they
it
all look
stays
like
down
Mulan,
as well.
hey?
It stays down.
I started with Goku, and then there was people in my class, like, y'all got real good
Super
hair in real
Saiyan 3?
life.
Super Saiyan 3?
That's crazy. No, but yeah, you're like, I can do the bald thing.
Yeah, I was like, this is good. I still look good. Like, I had my
Hell yeah,
eyebrows.
bro.
And then the eyebrows went, and I was like, I look like an alien, bro. I fully was like, yeah, no. And then I was so, like, self-conscious. Like, I wasn't even that self-conscious once I was bald. And then as soon as the eyebrows went, I was like, holy shit. What is that?
Yeah.
You know? And it's crazy. Like, if you ever don't have eyebrows and go bald, you'll know what I mean. But just having eyebrows is such a big thing. So appreciate your eyebrows, folks. Wherever am I supposed to look?
No,
Yeah, appreciate your eyebrows.
As you're talking, bro, it's if if I think about the videos that I've watched and that you've made on this journey, it's this kind of lazy assumption that it's just this big long battle, right? But actually, there's heaps of battles, you know, and there's heaps of what I could only describe as there has to be fatigue around, especially when we're dealing with the word hope, you know, and so to hear you just speak on that, that's where mine goes, and that I also, it makes it more powerful the way you walked into the room today, because obviously we know what all of you are carrying, what you personally are carrying, but we can read your energy that you're still, I can tell there's a light that you're still in the future, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's a important realization for us listening to this story right in this moment, is that you have already overcome, and whilst you're still overcoming.
Yeah.
You know, and I haven't actually, I'm learning as you speak. I don't know if privilege is the word, but I haven't had anyone super close to me. So the proximity to it. But I'm interested to ask, what is this mountain you're climbing? What is it teaching you at the moment?
That's a good question. Maybe we should have told you what questions to ask. Damn, that's deep. I know the answer. Like, give me a second to think. Give me a second to think.
No. Let's take it.
all the time, bro.
But sorry, quickly, because I see someone to learn off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you.
100%. Hey,
Right?
before I had cancer, I had no idea about anything. I didn't know what chemo was. I heard that it's something that goes into your body and kills the cancer, and that's about it. And it was maybe, I think it's red in my mind, or some weird chemical or something. That's literally it. And I hear about radiotherapy, that people have to get radiation. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, how does it, like, you know? So I understand, like, obviously through this whole process, I've learned so much. I've had to do so much research myself, because that's one big thing is, like, especially in New Zealand, medical system wise, we're not the best when it comes in terms of, like, if you have a cold or something, you need to go to your GP, that's all good. But as soon as you get to things like diseases and cancers and things like that, things start changing. One thing that's become really important that I've realized is advocating for yourself. You have to, especially in New Zealand. You just have to, because when I was diagnosed, before I was diagnosed, I'd gone to the GP because I had this pain in my shoulder and chest, and I went in. Well, first I dealt with it because I don't want to go to. Who wants to go to the doctor?
No one.
I'm busy. I got work to do, and
And you're 23.
yeah. I'm like, it was probably just chest day was a bit too much, and I pulled a muscle or something.
That's it.
Right, and so I just left it, and it went away after like a day, and that's what I was expecting to happen. I was like, oh, just walk it off. It will go away in a day. And I thought I was good. And then the next week it came back, and it just stayed for like 4 days straight, just like pain. And I just like couldn't sleep. Like it was just really bad. And I was like, oh my God, I have to go. So I went to the doctors, talked to my GP. And at the time I'd been vaping quite a lot. And so I was like, it must be that. Like my lung is messed up a bit or something. And so I went in and I told him about that. And he told me what he thought it was. And he was like, oh, I think it's like an air pocket in your lung, and it's opened up, and that's why it's really sore. And it will close and it'll heal really quickly. But it will be very painful until then. And so I was happy. I had an explanation, you know. Obviously not ever thinking it was going to be cancer. But for some reason, I just decided to ask for an x-ray in case.
Oh, good on you.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the big man.
Yeah, someone was talking to you.
You knew.
Yeah, and so I asked for that, and in the X-ray they found this massive shadow that wasn't supposed to be there, and he called me, my GP called me, like, don't panic. And I started panicking straight away.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that.
Yeah.
And to any doctors out there, I know what the words mean, but don't say
help.
it.
Yeah.
It doesn't help, not in the situation.
100%.
So you told me don't panic. And we found some shadow. It's probably nothing. We're gonna have you come in for some more scans. So I had to go to the hospital the next day, get a whole bunch of scans. And that's And then they found that I had like a 12 centimeter tumor like in my chest. That was just there, and that's what's been causing all the pain and everything. And
Oh, this is what Jordan's talking about when he says hurdle after hurdle.
Yeah.
Or like it was this.
Yeah, I know I asked you that question and you just answered it in terms of things that you're learning, and I think we can all take that away. Advocate for yourself. That and especially as men in our health, we definitely put it to the side. So it's really important in terms of what you're learning in your heart and in your mind.
Yeah. So it's been like before all this, I was always a very optimistic person. I'm always a positive person. I love spreading positivity, and that's who I was before this, And I feel like I was pretty solid in terms of my mental health and everything. And then when this hit me, it just like it broke me. Like this is like something that completely different to pushing a rep till failure or anything else I've had to do in my life. And I also believe in God.
100%.
And a lot of this has really made me question my faith, like a lot. Like every time I've had a failure, and that's happened so many times throughout this, it's just knocks back, just chips away at me, at my hope, at my faith. But honestly, like there was a point halfway through my first chemo where I just broke and I just couldn't do it anymore. And because I was bad. And at the time I had been trying to do it on my own, pretty much just me and my family. I didn't really, my friends would ask me how I am, and I'm okay.
Wow.
I'm all right. Just, because I didn't want to bring them into it. But I wasn't. I was on the edge. I was on the verge of spiraling and just breaking, like fully. And so I did. And I reached out to all my friends and I told them, look, like I've been telling you guys I'm okay, but I'm not. And right now I just really need you guys. Like I need you right now. And like if it was just me, I probably wouldn't be here still. Like I've never been that kind of person to ever think about any of those things, But during that time, there were some times where I was like, I would rather not be here than have to feel what I'm feeling right now.
Absolutely.
And the only thing that saved me from that is my friends and my family, especially my friends. And then I called like all of them that day crying.
Yeah.
I don't cry much. And I was just crying at all of them, talking to them about it, telling them just basically, I'd bottled everything in for 2 months. And so I finally just released that all and just told all my friends how I'm feeling. I'm not feeling okay. I feel really bad. I feel like not being here like right now. And my friends were there to comfort me and to hold me up. And that's the only reason why I'm making it through. Yeah, and because of them, and now especially because of you, all the other people who are like helping, and everyone who follows me and supports me and sends me messages and is like helping with the fundraising, that is why I'm still going. Otherwise I wouldn't be. And that this whole fundraising campaign or whatever has really like sparked the hope in me again. And that's why you see me smiling and all that, because even a few weeks ago, a bit longer ago, I wasn't like that. And I was negative and thinking I'm going to die and all these things.
All things that it
So
would be
normal.
completely normal.
Yeah.
To think, bro.
Yeah.
Brothers, I want to kind of
Yeah.
great time to welcome you into this conversation. Callum and Dom, some of the boys that Mike are talking about here right now. And from what I've seen and from what you guys have kind of told us, that since you found out, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's like you guys haven't left the room. It's you guys have been there. There's so much to talk about and from a friendship side of it, but I just kind of want to just start with your views on Mike, and you've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
And once again, I can only imagine seeing something like that from that's your brother, you know?
Yeah. What do you say when Mike calls you and says, "I need you"?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's tough. Like, I remember the first time Michael called me, he called me and said, "Hey, explain the situation." And he says, "It could be this situation." And he said, "I'm going to need you," because funny enough, like, I'm always an energetic person and someone who pushes Michael to go to the gym back, before, post, all of this stuff. And he said, "I'm going to need you to be that person to support me through this journey if it does happen. And there will be times where I won't be able to push anymore and you have to push me." And so I think when you touched on just before the hurdles, what hurdles Michael has gone through, it's been really tough because we've seen him go through radiation, through chemo, and it's like, yes, we're going to get it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Michael. And then we get to the end of the tunnel, and then the tunnel extends to another tunnel because it's grown back or it's come more aggressive. And to be really supportive and tough for Michael is a big challenge, because every single time we get this down news, you just see like the life drain out of Michael. And to try and be that supportive person is really tough. Yeah, and I think touching on learnings, that I think Michael didn't have it at the tip of his tongue, but he shared something with me about regret. And he said, if he were to have this mindset, where he looks death in the face, because that's virtually Michael as it is, he would rethink and do a lot of things differently to, what he could do now. And it's the power of, taking, I think you mentioned in one of his videos, talking to that girl that you've been wanting to talk to, or take that opportunity that you're wanting to take. And I think that's the learning that he has, one of the learnings from his journey. But just those obstacles that Michael has faced, a lot of up and downs in his journey, and having to be strong for him. From our point of view, boys especially, that's what we've had to untake, taking the burdens off his shoulder, and then seeing him get to this really dark place where no matter what you say, he is like drained of hope. And I think that's what Michael touched on before things ramped up a bit with the Give a Little, that, he was in this place where he was like, nah, like there's a tumor inside of my chest. There's a spot of cancer in my vertebrae. Like I don't have any hope anymore. And so to see this 360 and see Michael have a smile on his face really means a lot to me. And so that's just a little bit about the journey from my eyes. Dom, a big play into his life as well. Can also share a few on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my family.
Love that,
Awesome.
bro.
Well, to answer your question, when you asked like what do we say when Michael gives us a call? I mean, I've asked myself that question so many times. Like what am I supposed to say? Like I've never experienced like this at all before, and with the other boys, I'm sure they could relate. So for a while, it was always just the same thing. It was go to see Mikey, give him some food, have a chat with him. But usually Michael and I, we like to banter a lot. We like to crack jokes and boys being boys. But for like a good 3 months, you know, like it was just dead quiet. Like I would try to crack jokes and Mikey just didn't look, you know, hopeful. And seeing that really did break my heart, you know. I would even tell my parents about that, my family, and they treat him like a son, you know. They've always seen him like a son, and I would send photos to my parents with him, and my mom, she just cries, you know. Like it's hard, and it's hard being strong, because it's not easy seeing your brother, you know, go through something like that. So yeah, like I said, for the first 3 months, it was hard to get him to laugh, to crack a smile. But this one night I stayed at the hospital with him, and he was going through the same thing. He was just in a lot of pain. He was struggling, and he couldn't sleep. But we cracked jokes pretty much all night. Like he didn't have to stay up, and I was tired. I had school the next day at 6 a.m, and he was just like and we were in North Shore, so I had to be up early. So I mean, we were up at like 4 a.m, just laughing, cracking jokes, and I'm sure everyone in the hospital was like, "Oh, can these guys like shut up? Like, these guys are so loud, bro." And literally, Mikey was like, he stared at me, and then he was like, "Bro, like it's been so long since I've had a good laugh," and he was like, "Thank you, bro. Like, thank you so much." And I went to school that day tired, but I was happy. I was really happy for him, because I mean, like, for the longest time, I didn't know how I could help him. You know, I didn't know what I could do. And you know, for the first ever time, I saw him happy, and he went to sleep like easy that night, and it made me really happy. I was genuinely happy. And you know, like, Mikey's a soldier, and I've said this, you know, he's always been a soldier, and in terms of like the mountains that he's climbed, yeah, like it's been steep. There's been a little bit of break through it, and a little bit of flat mountain on there, but yeah, I mean, he's just fighting an endless journey, and I'm just happy that he's got a lot of people around him that can support him, because it helps him see that light easier. So yeah,
That's beautiful, man. I feel to just tell you guys that you guys are young, you know. I'm not saying that I'm a monk, you know. There's a
Hey, that was crazy,
yeah,
fellas.
that- that-
Yeah, I heard that.
That's crazy. That's
Hey,
crazy.
I get called unk.
Yeah.
I get called
That's
unk.
crazy too.
But there's a maturity here that I think is really important for us to acknowledge, and I just want to encourage you guys as brothers, that you know, I don't think we throw around brotherhood, but brotherhood exists for moments that you're going through with Mikey and your brothers. You being able to say, I actually need you in this season. I need you to show up here, and I'm going to not be myself, but I give you the space, and I trust you guys that you still have my back and love me through it, you know. And you guys having to have this moment that it's like you're about what you say you guys are about. And I know, boys, man, I'm sorry, I don't know, but I can only imagine, and I can see the way it's sitting on you guys. But I hope that you can acknowledge that this moment that you're living in is what life is about itself, when as it pertains to brotherhood. You know, we talk about backs, but you're the living embodiment of it. You know,
100%.
and so I know it's. I can only assume, sorry, boys. I can only empathize that it must be heavy. But it's crazy what a man can do. Men know we don't want others to carry the weight for us. We just want to know that someone's next to us. You know, and I know you would carry it for Mikey if you could, but Mikey understands. I know you understand that, bro.
I do.
I can.
That's all I need is just them to be there.
100%.
And then for anyone out there who might have someone who they don't know how to help whoever's in that they know who might have cancer, just you just got to be there. That's it. You don't need to ask like, oh, what do I need to bring? What do I need to say? Like, and all that stuff. Just be there. We don't have to talk or anything. Sometimes I have my friends come over. We barely talk,
But they're
but they're there. And I just need to know that they're there.
So when
Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
Why are you
Because,
laughing?
No, I'm sorry. So don't judge me, but like Michael will call me over and I'm on 2 hours sleep and I'll come over to the hospital and he will be prepared to like watch movies with me all night because that's what we do. Like we watch movies and chill. But I'll just pull up and then after 5 minutes I'm sleeping.
But you're there.
I'm there. That's all it
there.
is. There. And like literally
100%.
100%.
Bro,
5 minutes.
Sleep with his like phone just open in his hand, just like this.
He's
I
talking
took some
to
photos.
me.
I got some photos of it.
We're mid conversation, right? And he's like, "Yo, Callum, what did you do today?" And I'm like, "I'm dead asleep,
But you're there.
but I'm there."
But you're there. And this is it's probably a really nice segue into this, which I want us to be there. Okay,
Yes.
I want if you're listening right now, Shift Nation, to lock into this next part. Okay, this is our time to shine. Okay, Here's the deal, and forgive me if I get anything wrong, or just but from what we know, the GoFundMe page that you have is there, and the end goal is $500,000, and that $500,000.
Is that gonna cover it?
Yes, as long as there's no extra costs, but there could be. That's the only problem.
So we actually want to go north of it, if possible.
If possible, yeah.
But-
It's I could give exact amounts.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's like, so it's 420,000 New Zealand dollars for the package they give us.
This is in China.
Yeah, for Shanghai.
Yeah.
So, but we have to pay for plane tickets, but that's not included in the package. The thing is, with the plane tickets, we just bought them for me and my mum. She's going to be coming with me for the first few weeks, just because I don't have anyone who can come like the whole time. It's 6 to 8 weeks. It was like 10 grand because we had to get 2 business seats so I can lie down.
Yeah.
Because I need to lie down. I don't know how I'm going to be like in economy with how I feel and everything. And so, so plane tickets.
Mum
also
could have been
forget-
in economy then.
She could have.
I'm good.
That's crazy.
I'm kidding.
That's just
I'm
bad.
only kidding.
Hey,
I got a cracker joke somewhere. I got a cracker joke
The
somewhere.
jandal coming in.
Tom was thinking it. No, I'm with you,
No.
dog. I'm with you.
No, I'm with you as well.
no, bro, don't, mum. Mum, you get up right there too.
This is what happened, right?
I know Mum's short. I know she ain't good. She don't need
Bro,
that.
she's like 4 foot, bro. She's a small little Asian lady.
Oh, you maybe.
She's a small little Asian lady. And look, like if I was healthy, I'd be in economy.
Absolutely.
100%. I don't need to be in those ones, but I do. And the problem with, we have to have her in business too, because you can on business you can add like an extra seating area or something, but you can't have someone from economy come into business to stay with you.
It's all
And
good
I
because we
need-
don't know this either. So we learn.
Yeah,
I've
never
never been up that part of the plane, so this is
Never
nice.
flown there, bro.
It's a new part of the plane that we haven't discovered yet. So the Fortnite map hasn't unlocked itself yet.
Yeah, no. I never went left.
Yeah, right, go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, anyways, but so that's why my mum had to also have the business,
Bro,
so she could come.
So
and
it's
stay with
420,
me.
but obviously there's those other costs.
Other
that
costs
happens.
every extra day that I have to stay in the hospital. So they've got it for they've got 23 days in hospital for me. That's all included in the package. But the only problem with this whole CAR T thing is usually or sometimes people might need to stay longer depending on how soon they recover and are able to be out of hospital. And so there's very possibly a week or even 2 more extra weeks that I might have to stay in hospital. Each day at hospital is $2,500. And on top of that, we have to pay for our own accommodation, like hotel, things like that for the whole 6 to 8 weeks,
Costs just pile up, eh?
Yeah. And there's a few other costs too. Like they want to do a biopsy. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
I've heard the word.
It's like they get like a needle and they go into the tumor or whatever, the cancer, and then they'll like snip a little bit of it, take it back out, send it off for testing so they know exactly what the genes and everything of the cancer is, the markers.
And obviously, like, there is considerable difference in the care you're going to get over there and confidence in that
100%.
treatment.
100%.
Oh,
I talked to the Shanghai doctor. She's great. She studied in America. Now she's at the Shanghai one, this private hospital. One of the top like lymphoma specialists.
And this is the only
And
place
so this
you
is
can get
booked
it?
already. You're going, eh?
We booked it, so I've got the tickets for the 22nd.
So just to make this clear, it has
The
been booked.
cheapest.
It has been booked. However,
Yes,
that's by faith, and
So
the difference needs to be raised.
Yeah, so they've given us a down payment, which is we have enough for that, just off what we've got, you know.
So
And then
can I add on to that?
yeah.
So the scenario is they've allowed us to get the down payment, which we've managed to just get, right? The rest, we have 6 to 7 weeks. We have to get that before the treatment ends.
See, and this is
Come on!
This
Let's
is where
get it.
I say
Come
we
on,
got this.
sisters!
Because what you guys have gone is gone. We're just gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We don't care how, but we're gonna figure it out. And that's where we can do
You did your
this.
part.
Thank you.
You did your part. You did your
Thanks,
part.
I appreciate you guys so
We're gonna
much.
get this, bro.
No,
We're gonna get this.
we can do this, bro.
Mikey, we're
Yeah.
gonna get this.
We're gonna get
We're
this
gonna
money
get
for
this,
you,
brothers.
and it is we're gonna do it for you, bro. We're gonna get there.
And I know we are partnering with everyone that's already given, with everything
Yes.
that's already happened. This is not us saying we're coming to save the day. We're coming to stand beside, right? That's what we do. And
I don't mind you coming to save the day,
to
to be honest.
get my cake. Get my cake. No.
Put your undies back in. Stop wearing them on the outside.
I was about to say I'm Batman, but he wears undies too. They're just black.
Yep.
I wear black undies too, though. He wears white ones.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
stay on.
Why do you know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I look. Nah. So just to explain that again, it's 420. Obviously, there's so much other costs. So we're aiming at that 500 to be safe. That doesn't even. I'm with you now, and then I'm hearing you. And so you've got the down payment. You're going to China, and now by faith and by many hands make light work.
Yes.
You know, we create space for the miracle to happen. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. There's been reflection during this chat, boys, and Mikey, talk me through the day you walk out of that hospital. Talk me through the moment you get that call and they can safely say, finally, Mikey, you can go live your life. Have you thought about that day? And what does that look
Yeah.
like for you, and what are you excited about?
Good question. So here's the thing. There's a bit of a sad truth when it comes to people with cancer. And I've learned this. I haven't necessarily been in the situation yet because I'm not better yet. But from people that I've talked to, like I've been in touch with so many people who have cancer. A lot of people message me and tell me their stories, and I talk to them. And even before all this blew up, I was talking to some creators and watching creators to help me get through stuff as well. Other people going through cancer who are posting. And the thing is, as soon as you have cancer, you're kind of, even when you're done, you're not done. Even when they tell you, if they tell me, it's, you're cancer free or that the scan was clear, it's never done. You have to go follow up for scans every few months. And
Again, you have to relive all that again.
and yeah, and on top of that, like there's always the chance it can come back. There's a thing where it's like the longer you go, obviously, out from your treatment, the more likely it is that it won't come back. But for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it's always looking over your shoulder. So I've heard. And, maybe not. Maybe I won't be like that. But I am preparing for that. And it's going to suck. But at least I'm alive. So
I believe with you, bro. What's your favorite daydream that you've had? You know,
Daydream.
I mean, I can tell you're a dreamer like me. Like, what's your favorite daydream of the future? You know, like where your mind's gone when we get past this. And I say this like as if when you do get past this, you know, what's your favorite memory that you've reflected on saying, I can't wait to get to that day and I'm going to get to that day?
One thing, this is just one thing.
Yeah.
Right. I just thought it was funny that, so I wanted to bring it up. Get back into dating. I can't wait. It's been so long.
Hell yeah.
I've been deprived for too long. But just on a serious note, yeah, that is actually a
Marriage, maybe.
yeah, 100%. That's another thing is before this, I had started, I just wanted to have fun, and that's kind of the way I was going. But after all this, I know what I want. I want a marriage. I want to get married. I want a wife. I want a family because I know that's really what will fulfill me. That's what makes me happy, and that's all the thing. That's through all of this is that I realized that. Yeah.
Bro, you are the man. And but
Thanks, bro.
all of you boys, inspired by you guys, and Shift Nation, I ask, let's get this bad boy going. Let's get this thing rolling.
Let's get it.
500,000. We're on our way. We're gonna get there for you, bro.
Mhm.
We are 1,000% gonna get there for you.
So we're talking through how to do this, but obviously in this episode, we'll put the donation link up again. Shifters, we have almost 1 million followers on Instagram. We've got 1.6 on TikTok. Obviously, we've got to get this story out there. We've had over 25 million downloads on the podcast. Many hands make light work. Okay? That's what we're going to do. And again, I want to say we're not here to, even if when we raise it, it's not us that saved the day. We partnered with the people that did it from day one, that have given $1, 100, whatever, especially to support this story of brotherhood right here. And what an honor for us as a community, Shift Nation. So just stay tuned, okay? If you feel it in your heart to start now, click the link in this episode. But what we want to propose, bro, is that we do a marathon, like a 24-hour. But what I'd like to do is there's something in it where, I don't know, between us three, by the way, Mato Mark is as sick
As they get.
and he never gets sick. And so he sends his apology. He would have loved to be here. He's actually has a very close family member who this topic is close to home for him. So he absolutely sends his love. But I was thinking, whether we
Does he watch this? Does he watch the episode?
100% he'll watch.
Yeah, he'll watch this.
Can I say something to him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the camera?
Oh, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's just. Hey, bro. I know we don't know each other yet, but I just wanted to say something about what you're going through right now, and maybe you can pass this on to the person who might be going through the shit. You may not be okay right now, but you will be. I just wanted to say that. So, yeah.
Beautiful, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Matsumak, love that. So I want to propose that we do some kind of marathon, and we're not going to stop the marathon until we get to the goal. And so we're pivoting what we're doing at the moment from content and kind of where we're going and where that sits. But after this, we'll have a chat. We'll partner with you guys. Because I think we can do this, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? I know
Now
we
with
can.
you guys coming in, bro, like
Wow,
Yeah.
that is big.
The hope
Yeah.
and the faith is like at an all time. Like,
And it's good to meet you guys and see how this facing death is. And don't get me wrong, boy, I know it ain't always like this, but man, I feel so
Alive, bro.
we're helping the right cause, man. And so shifters, when we call the banners, up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't done that yet.
We don't ask for too many.
We write it down, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, ooh.
It's gang out here. I'm gonna slap that $10 down because I ain't got $11.50, but you know that $10 with a good
10
heart.
helps, baby. 10 helps.
That $15 with a good heart, because that's all you had. That carries energy.
Boom, put it
that
in
carries
there.
energy.
That's good karma.
See, it's like giving tithing. You know, the millionaire gives $1,000 and looks at the guy with the $1 and be like, "You only gave $1, but that's all the guy had."
And $1,
That's
bro.
it.
Same.
We got to do it. We got to
Anything. I appreciate anything. $1, what? Like, I've had people in the Give a Little literally say, like, give $1 or like $5, and they're like, this is the last funds I have in my account right now. And also, I wanted to say something. If anyone's watching here who has donated, never say sorry, because a lot of people have been saying sorry. You don't need to say sorry. I love and appreciate all of you.
Oh,
Man, let's get it, boys.
Let's go.
Let's push.
Let's go.
Thank you for the
brother.
chat, Shift Nation. Thank you for listening, and let's take the story to where it needs to go, which
get there,
is healing and getting through this. We're with you, brother.
We're
Thanks,
locked in.
boys.
We're locked in.
This is The Shift. The Shift.
Go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
The Morning Shift.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Shift.
I love it.
This is The Shift.